Whispers on the Static, The Legend of Candle Cove, written by Zach Bagans. It begins, as these things often do, with a message board, a seemingly innocent online forum dedicated to the nostalgic memories of childhood. But within this digital gathering, a name surfaces, whispered with a mix of curiosity and dread. Candle Cove, a children's television program etched in the minds of a select few, yet shrouded in unsettling mystery. They remember it vividly. The unsettling characters, the disturbing imagery, the eerie theme song that clung to them like cobwebs. But for everyone else, for the vast majority, Candle Cove draws a blank. It's a phantom broadcast, a show that seemingly never existed outside the flickering memories of a select few. A show remembered yet never aired, The Mystery Deepens. The more these individuals share their memories, the stranger it becomes. Dates don't align, broadcast details conflict, and the very existence of Candle Cove becomes a haunting question mark. Some recall watching it in the early 70s, others in the 80s. Some swear it aired on local channels, others on public broadcasting. The details are hazy, like trying to grasp smoke, yet certain elements remain consistent. The unsettling pirate puppet, the creepy theme song, the overarching sense of unease that permeated every episode. These shared memories, fragmented yet undeniably linked, paint a picture of something profoundly unsettling. Was this simply a case of collective misremembering, a shared delusion born from the depths of the internet? Or could there be something more to this elusive program? Something darker lurking beneath the surface of forgotten childhood memories?
As word of Candle Cove spread, more and more people came forward, claiming to have witnessed the show's unsettling content. Their accounts, while varied in detail, shared a common thread of unease and dread. Many recalled the show's low-budget production, the jerky movements of the puppets, the poorly constructed sets, the often nonsensical dialogue. It was as if the show existed on the fringes of acceptable children's programming, pushing the boundaries of what was considered appropriate for young viewers. But it was the characters themselves that seemed to leave the most lasting impression. The show's protagonist, a young boy named Janice, was perpetually plagued by nightmares and visions. His only companion, a talking ship named the Laughingstock, offered cryptic advice and unsettling commentary. And then there was the villain, the horrifying skin taker, a skeletal figure who haunted the edges of the show, always lurking just out of sight. The accounts were fragmented, piecing together a picture of a show that was both captivating and deeply disturbing.
The skin-crawling content. What did viewers claim to see? Some viewers described episodes where the puppets would engage in disturbing behavior, their movements becoming increasingly erratic and violent. Others recounted scenes of intense psychological horror, with the characters seemingly tormented by unseen forces. One recurring theme was the skin taker, a skeletal figure that haunted the edges of the show. Some viewers claimed the skin taker would whisper to the children through the television, while others said it would reach out from the screen, attempting to grab them. These accounts, while disturbing, were often dismissed as the product of overactive imaginations or the internet's tendency to embellish the truth. Yet the sheer volume of people claiming to have seen these things, coupled with the consistency of their accounts, made it difficult to simply dismiss Candle Cove as a collective hallucination. There was a strange and unsettling consistency to the stories, as if they were tapping into something real, something dark and sinister.
The search for the origins of Candle Cove led down a rabbit hole of dead ends and unanswered questions. Some online sleuths attempted to track down the show's creator, but their efforts proved fruitless. No writers, producers, or puppeteers ever came forward to claim responsibility for the show. It was as if Candle Cove had simply materialized from thin air, leaving no trace of its creators behind. One prevailing theory suggested that Candle Cove might have been the work of a local access television station operating on a shoestring budget with little to no oversight. This would explain the show's crude production values and its limited broadcast range. However, no records of any such program have ever been found. The origins of Candle Cove, like the show itself, remained frustratingly elusive.
Despite numerous attempts to uncover concrete evidence of Candle Cove's existence, the search has yielded no definitive answers. No official recordings of the show have ever surfaced, and any alleged lost episodes have either proven to be hoaxes or have vanished as quickly as they appeared. Some researchers point to the lack of physical evidence, production stills, scripts, promotional materials, as proof that Candle Cove never existed. They argue that the human mind is capable of creating false memories, especially when influenced by suggestion and the power of shared experience. Others, however, maintain that the absence of evidence is not evidence of absence. They believe that Candle Cove, like many other aspects of the early days of television, simply fell through the cracks of history, its memory preserved only in the minds of those who witnessed it firsthand.
Candle Cove, regardless of its authenticity, has become a modern-day campfire story, a digital legend passed from one internet user to another.
It speaks to our fascination with the unexplained, our primal fear of the unknown, and the unsettling power of shared experiences.
In the digital age, where information spreads like wildfire and the lines between reality and fiction become increasingly blurred, stories like Candle Cove take on a life of their own.
They become part of a larger tapestry of internet folklore, a collection of digital myths and legends that reflect our deepest fears and anxieties.
Candle Cove's legacy extends beyond its own unsettling narrative.
It has inspired countless other creepypastas, urban legends, and online horror stories, solidifying its place as a cornerstone of digital horror.
It serves as a chilling reminder that even in the digital age, some stories are best left untold.
The phenomenon of Candle Cove raises intriguing questions about the nature of memory, suggestibility, and the human tendency to find patterns in chaos. Psychologists point to the concept of confabulation, where the brain fills in gaps in memory with fabricated details, often without the individual's conscious awareness. In the case of Candle Cove, it's possible that a combination of factors, childhood nostalgia, the power of suggestion, and the internet's ability to amplify and distort information, contributed to the creation of a shared false memory. However, some researchers argue that the concept of shared false memories fails to fully explain the specificity and consistency of many Candle Cove accounts. They point to the fact that certain details, such as the skin taker character and the unsettling theme song, appear repeatedly and independently across numerous accounts, suggesting a common source of inspiration. Could there be a real, albeit forgotten television program that served as the basis for the Candle Cove legend? It's a question that continues to intrigue and unsettle.
Whether a product of collective imagination or a genuine mystery, Candle Cove has left an undeniable mark on popular culture. The legend has been featured in numerous podcasts, television shows, and books, cementing its place in the annals of internet horror. It has inspired countless other creepypastas, urban legends, and online horror stories, solidifying its place as a cornerstone of digital horror. Candle Cove's influence can be seen in the resurgence of analog horror, a subgenre of horror that utilizes found footage, VHS aesthetics, and the unsettling qualities of outdated technology to create a sense of dread and unease. The legend has tapped into a primal fear of the unknown, a fear that is amplified by the static and shadows of forgotten media. The true nature of Candle Cove may forever remain a mystery. Was it a real television show lost to the annals of time, or was it a collective delusion, a phantom born from the depths of the internet? Whatever the answer, Candle Cove serves as a chilling reminder that some things are best left unexplained. It's a testament to the power of storytelling, the enduring allure of the unknown, and the thin veil that separates reality from the shadows of our collective imagination. As we delve deeper into the digital age, we must remain vigilant, discerning fact from fiction, and acknowledging the power of the stories we tell ourselves. For sometimes, the most terrifying monsters are the ones we create in the darkest corners of our own minds. The static may have faded, but the unsettling echoes of Candle Cove continue to haunt the airwaves of our collective consciousness.